Hey, I just applied to be the keynote speaker for this women's group that does retreats, and they have like a kids section. And so they're wanting to have a keynote speaker, listen to this, about social media and building people up. And it is for youth. It's for young females, like youth, like middle school age, okay? So I just shot my shot, right? And I'm going to read you the email that I sent to them because I don't think a lot of y'all know a lot of the stuff about me, okay? And so here we go. The name of this, I'm going to leave it alone because I don't want somebody that's like watching my stuff to like apply and get this gig that I want to get, okay? And I freaking priced this at the lowest price because it's my people. It is like social media, about like having a positive body image, and it's young girls. So like I used to be a school teacher. So like this right here is all up in my heart. Okay. So this lady's name is Megan, and here's the email that I sent to her. Okay. It says, we are going to be lifelong friends after we meet. We align so much. I would really like to speak to you rather than write a long email. Then I gave her my phone number, okay? Then I said, here's some highlights that I can talk about. Former middle and high school science teacher, children's book series author, former international heavyweight fighter, okay, winner of Missouri's Best Podcast, which is Country Tough with Brandy Von Holton, winner of Missouri's Best Ranch. The name of our ranch is Von Holton Ranch. I am a mid-tier influencer on Facebook and a micro influencer on TikTok. And I said, then I explained what the hell that meant. I said, there's 4 levels of influencer. I am a level 3 on Facebook and a 2 on TikTok, with the 4th level being the highest. Okay. Which really surprises me. Just because a lot of the influencers I see are doing like goofy stuff, and I just feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm different. I feel like I don't do a lot of the junk, that a lot of other people do. Anyways, I'm the only mounted archery instructor in Missouri, and I formed United States Mounted Archery. And I've been on 7 magazine covers since 2015, won the largest election in the history of Pettis County, which was the health board from 2021 to 2025, even beat the chief medical officer from the hospital. Okay, so I put that. Then I gave her the option. I was like, here's some of my dark topics. Okay, so a lot of y'all ain't gonna know this. I said, I do not have to speak about the following topics, but I can if you would like. You know your crowd and their background to gauge the room. So I like to tell people the dark topics that I can talk about. I said, survivor of domestic violence from a family member. I have 4 plates and 14 screws in my face to reconstruct it. I had a family member arrested a couple of times. I have family members that are that are in rehab currently. Okay, I had a 15-year-old niece commit suicide due to pregnancy, and the suicide reshaped my family. And I'm a cancer survivor, and I've been physically attacked 4 times by men and had to physically defend myself. I put on there was no sexual attacks. And then I've been homeless twice. Okay, so I told her there's some dark topics. I don't have to talk about those. Some places would love for me to talk about the dark and then how I come up out of that, okay? But this right here, these are youthful. I do want to not portray like everything's great, because people are going through some stuff and they need to know that people come from bad places and come up out of it, okay? Then I said, here's some keeping it real topics, is how I deal with body shaming on a daily basis. And I weigh over 300 pounds. Then I broke the chain in my family about education, and I, went to college. I have a happy marriage and a successful business, so I can talk about that. Then I have the story of building our ranch and what it required, and it was like huge sacrifices. Then I said, I've seen that you do retreat. Our largest event that we have is a women's only retreat called Chicks in the Sticks. And I said, I love building women up and helping them realize they are enough. I also own a t-shirt and swag business with my latest shirt saying grit and growth. I love that shirt. Anyways, I said, I told you we're going to be besties. Even if you don't select me as a speaker, I would love to interview you on my podcast. Then I said, I attached all sorts of items, websites, and photos for you to look through. I also attached my latest magazine article. So my latest magazine article is about why it's important to show up like physically, mentally, and emotionally to life and to your business. Okay, so I attached that because a lot of people don't write for magazines and stuff like that. So I thought that would be good. Then I gave her some websites. I gave her Brandy Von Holton. I gave her Von Holton Ranch, United States Mounted Archery, and then Building with David. And then I gave her a direct link to this Facebook page, okay, that you're on right now. And then I said, P.S., my husband is a talented woodworker. I attached my website. Oh, I attached his website because you never know. He makes custom signs and furniture. Then I told her one of the people that she works with, that she knows me, okay? And then I gave her my price, and I told her this is my lowest price because I really want to do this event. And it's in a town that's, I have, my lowest price is $250, right? In the state of Missouri, as long as I don't have to go outside of like a 100-mile radius. And because I still have to put a price on that because I could have been doing something else, okay? But that's my lowest price. And it's also a small, it depends on like the size of the company. My most expensive price in the state of Missouri is $1,000. But then that's for those big freaking corporations, and they're just going to be like $1,000. I have an out-of-state price. And then I have an international price, which that's just some hopeful thinking. I would love to do something international, you know, because I would tie it into some kind of vacation also. But anyways, that's me shooting my shot. And I'll show you the pictures that I sent. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I sent that picture, okay, because that's cool. And then they, you know, I love that this is going to be middle school girls because, like, man, you know, I don't look like, you know, because I'm fat. I think it's going to be wonderful for them to see, you know, a regular body, you know, doing stuff, and then my size not limiting me, right? I sent them this picture. I love this picture. I was so embarrassed because I kind of catcalled at the cops. So, anyways, magazine cover with a children's book. That one's one of my faves. And I sent them this magazine cover. That's my latest one. And then I sent them that article about the importance of showing up in life and work, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Okay, about why showing up matters. And so, look here. My friend doesn't even know I put that picture in there yet. Yeah, showing up mentally and showing up emotionally. So I think that might be it. Oh, I gave her a picture of our grand opening of the ranch. And that's it. That's it for the photos. But that's me shooting my shot for, I called the business first, and then I talked to, I don't know if she was, I don't know who she was, but like an assistant, or maybe she's in charge of something else, you know, but the main owner, I gave her just like the 3-minute rundown of me because there's so many different pieces to it. But there we go. That's what I love to do. I love doing, I know that I'm impactful as a speaker because, you know, I've went through cancer and domestic violence, and I've landed on my feet, right? And I'm always trying to get better and stuff. And I just really think that people need to hear that message instead of like, I think they need my, build myself back up. Oh, hi, Lori. Yeah, I think people need to hear from like people that have just been beat down and like went through all these like horrible things, right? And then still keep coming back for more. So I hope that I get that speaking engagement. It's in early December, but the lady kind of let the cat out of the bag and said that they didn't really have any qualified people yet, or anybody that had like really replied to them. And I was like, oh, I'll reply to you because I want to do that. I want to help. Man, if I would have met someone like me when I was going through some of that sugar honey iced tea that I was going through, it would have been impactful. You know, it would have been impactful for me to see somebody come up out of some of the stuff that I've went through. So, and I think it would have been impactful for me to see, you know, because the main topic that they want me to talk about is about being healthy on social media, right? About realizing that people are just dumping horrible things onto your feed, and people don't realize that people actually read what is said. I think it's going to be also good for those younger girls. I'm also going to share that I had a student that just like, she was in middle school and she was with a bunch of her friends, and one of the friends was about to move. And so they just did funny pictures, and they had a bra on and just picked her shirt up and said, ha ha, and like flashed her little boobs in her little bitty bra, but sent that picture to her. Well, and then that picture kind of got sent around a little bit. Well, then that poor girl got into so much trouble because it was a minor, you know, that was getting into trouble for like sending around pictures of a minor. It was like she got in a lot of trouble for that. Okay. Anyways, and then also talking about making sure they're not putting bad stuff onto social media, because a lot of employers will go back and look through stuff so they know what kind of person they're hiring. So like a lot of people just don't realize they just think of social media as like, it's a little guilty pleasure over here that doesn't mean anything. I can say what I want because it's social media. And hello, Lindy Henry, I think you're the person that just ordered a shirt or did something. I think that's you. Because it was somebody like that with the last name of Henry. I remember that. So if that was you, thank you. But I think it's important for them to have somebody say, like, don't do that stuff. And, you know, just how to be healthy on here and how to take the good whenever there's some bad. Well, there's always some bad on social media. Hey, FYI, I have you right here for 2 seconds. Dude, I just read a post that was written by a doctor that talked about how our brain is not, you know, the Mr. Kirk that just passed away, about how so many people seen that and then just to scroll to the next thing and then, oh, haha, that's funny. And like, we're not built to process that so quickly. You know what I mean? Like, just to go from one thing, like, oh, here's something good on social media. Oh, here's this gentleman that passed away. And then, oh, you scroll and, oh, hey, here's a shirt. Oh, thank you. Anyways, just an FYI, you know, there's been a couple of like major things happen, you know, in our nation with the death of the poor Ukrainian girl, God. And then with Charlie Kirk and with the school shootings, you might need to like guard what you see for a little bit and kind of detach, because your brain needs to process that. Okay. Cause it was horrific. It was horrible. And then, all of your friends or people, other influencers that you see that are celebrating any kind of death or saying anything like that, you need to teach them a lesson and freaking unsubscribe, unfollow, whatever, because it doesn't matter where you're at. It's a humanity thing. Do not support them by watching their stuff, because watching it, even if you don't comment or put an emoji on there, you are still supporting them because they get paid for views. So you are supporting them even if you don't support them, because if you're watching their stuff. So just an FYI, you need to take care of your brain. And I'm going to limit myself from social media for like the next 24 hours. Like, I'm talking to you, but I'm not getting, you know, new news feeds coming to me. I'm behind on uploading all of mine and my husband's and our businesses, all of our stuff to other social media things. So I'm going to be just uploading, but not having influx coming in because I'm trying to take care of my freaking brain too. Okay. So anyways, I just thought I would share. And, you know what? Y'all see me. A lot of people are like, man, you build me up. You build me up. That's because I've had to build myself up. And I want to share this because I think people need to see people that have come from hard places come up out of things, because there's a lot of hard going on right now. There is so much difficult, going on in the world, and life is difficult. This is not for everybody. This is rough stuff. So, I am a happy person in general, but I will tell you, whenever I get down, I get really down, but then I have like little joys that make me happy. And then I just have to go back into my routine, and it pulls me up out of that. So it's not all freaking sunshine and rainbows around here. I struggle every freaking day. Right now it's 11:45. I've had to have about 3 conversations with myself because I'm trying to fast, right? And I have had to have so many food conversations about, just do it. It's difficult. It's more difficult to be large. You need to fast. Like, I've been reading Fast Like a Girl. It's a book about how to correctly fast like a female, and it's way different than fasting like a man, and all these benefits of fasting. And I'm like, wow, I need to do that. But then it sucks. Okay? It sucks so freaking bad to fast. And I know, like, as soon as you get past that point, that you're going to be in this utopia because your body's freaking making ketones and all that. Yeah, but you know what? It sucks to get there. And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit. Sorry, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It does suck. And I've had to convince myself all damn day, it's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. We're going to go over and eat dinner with our friends at 6:00 tonight. And so, hi Kyle, you are right. Fasting is hard, but it's worth it. Do you know that fasting, hi Pam, is one of the things that it fixes cancer. It fixes anxiety. It helps you lose weight. It makes you more youthful. And then there's different lengths of fasting and how often to do it. But dang, the struggle is freaking real. Some days I don't have it in me to do it all the time. Sometimes I'm just like, screw it, I'll just be fat. Are you still taking ketones? Yes, I finished. I had this one right here is my ketones help me. They do help me. And then within that book, Fast Like a Girl, dude, if you're a dude, God, I wish it didn't have the word girl in it. Because dudes would benefit from that. I'm taking notes, and I'll go through my notes. But there's so much information my husband's learning, okay, just about fasting in general. I take my ketones every day, and then my husband takes them. He's better about taking them in the morning. I literally feel like part of my soul crushes if I don't eat breakfast, because I love breakfast, which I've just been trying to eat breakfast for lunch now, but it's still... I guess it's a dopamine rush because I enjoy my morning coffee, but now it's had to become my noon coffee. Anyways, I don't know if these are just Brandy problems. I think I need to go to like a therapist. I've went to a therapist before about food, and I think I might need to go to another one because it feels like my dog got ran over or something whenever I'm trying to fast. Like, it makes me sad. I have a relationship with food, and I wish that I was just like, I only eat for survival. I don't eat for survival. I eat because I do eat whenever I'm hungry, but I enjoy food. I wish I was just like, food is food, but I'm not. That's why I'm 300 pounds, okay? Because I love food. All right. And I'm trying to get where I just try to fast and be like, come on, you're a badass woman. You have been homeless. You've overcome domestic violence. You broke the chain. You went to college. You done mounted archery. You have fought internationally. Like, I keep on having, come on, you're a baddie. You're a baddie. Like, I have to keep telling myself that. But then just to fast this morning, to have an 8-hour window, which is still a significant eating window, I have had to talk myself off the ledge, of just being like, screw it, I'm going to eat now and it's going to make my eating window bigger. No, I need to, like, my body's eating itself right now. So, all right, I just got on here to share that email of me shooting my shot, and I hope they say yes. And I want to do keynote speaking. I think that I can help people. I think I can be that one little surge of positivity and somebody that's going to not sugarcoat things and help people. Okay? So my husband's pouring concrete today with our employee, and they're over at the neighbor's house doing that for an elderly person. And we're going to go play cards tonight. And I got to talk to a friend that's getting her, just the world's handing her butt left and right. And I talked to another friend today about how I need to have help with changing up how I do my finances. And I'm about to upload a bunch of social media stuff just so I can get our stuff put onto YouTube and our stuff put onto TikTok, because Facebook is my preferred social media, followed by TikTok. But I know that for me, I want to be a big influencer. I want to have millions of followers because I think I can leave a positive footprint on this earth. So I've got to do the other social medias, and because I want to be impactful. So, all right, that's it. Kyle, this dude named Kyle is talking to me. Kyle, I don't know if I've seen you very much respond on my stuff, but I am growing in my number of male followers, which makes me really happy. And I think I'm going to start doing a fight series on every Thursday and just doing a whole bunch of fighting skills. And I used to have a ton of male students, and I think it's because I have a degree in biology with a minor in physics, and I think that, and I try to tell them why I do something the way that I do it, because then it allows them not to just have like a piece of knowledge that you've got to like burn into your brain, but I feel like if people understand why, then it really helps them connect and learn something. So one of my friends, she owns a martial arts school, and she just told me about how she had to do a big talk with a young boy about how boys are supposed to defend women, and you never put your hands on one, and a lot of people, I think I would be a great boy mom, right? I think my girls would be ready to, go to hands, and like, I think I would have been a wonderful parent, but now I just help everybody else raise themselves up and help their kids see somebody come up out of some stuff. By the way, I'm going to tell you something funny in 30 seconds and then I'll be done. Okay, I promise. But my Facebook following, it went down after I posted stuff about Charlie Kirk, and like, y'all, people that left me, great. And then every time I post stuff about I'm learning how to throw knives. I'm going to compete in this one competition at the beginning of October, and it has knife throwing in it. So like, I've had to get better at that. But every time I post about throwing knives, I have like a whole bunch of people that stop following me. Out of all the things that I do and all the things that I say, I cannot believe that that's the line that people draw. It's like, oh, knife throwing. I don't know, it cracks me up. I literally always take note and then look at my following afterwards, after like 24 hours after I post about knife throwing. That's the line, okay? Anyways, last night, me and my husband and our employee did a little bit of knife throwing, and I got better at it. And anyways, I'm really good with a 10-inch knife, okay? Like, the only problem I was having, you can throw knives and have 180-degree rotation, or you can have it where it makes one full rotation. Or I'm trying to throw my knife with 0 rotation because I don't want to mess up that. I don't want it to be in the middle of rotating. So that's what I've been working on to compete at nighttime. And I'm worried that I'm going to look like freaking Serena Williams because I can only throw knives with one arm. My other arm is stupid. Okay, so last night I was like, maybe I need to throw knives on with both arms so I can like make my brain stronger. Anyways, these got to be some weird freaking country problems. Anyways, I'm new. What do you show on here? What do I show on here? Roxy Smith, you're going to have to just go back and watch like 3 videos, and they're so freaking random. But I'm a cowgirl. I'm a mounted archer. I'm a children's book writer. I'm a podcaster, and I'm a fat girl that's healthy. And I'm just trying to get healthier, hun. So welcome to Brandy Von Holton. Y'all go check out my website. If you know anybody that's looking for a keynote speaker, I can really put that thing together to give them what they want, and let them choose dark topics, keeping it real, or like all the positive stuff. So look me up. It's on Brandy Von Holton. This is my hair without me brushing it. I put it into a silk ponytail, and then I put one of the silk like head wraps on at nighttime, and this is what it looks like when I take it down. I can't brush it every day. It would just be too much work. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.